1, 2, 3. No problem. That's one of the closet perks of having your best friend and hunting partner be able to squat 600 pounds and bench press 400. So you can be little and scrawny like me and still get a deer in there with someone's help.
What's up? I see him.
You can see the decoy now. He's looking right at it. You ready?
Got him.
Matt. Yes, sir.
You will not believe
We got it done.
The story is
freaking nice.
Super unorthodox. Just a crazy.
I just really feel
something happening here.
Beautiful deer.
he's definitely down there.
Man, how cool is that?
Are you freaking kidding me? Got him!
All right, so the story of K2 is a pretty good one. Over the last 4 years, Garrett and I have actually been able to kill about half a dozen bucks using a decoy, a rattling sequence, and visually calling to them, bringing them in, and placing our decoy out. We've been able to slap some arrows through some pretty good ones. So the story of K2 is no different. We pack in our decoy. As you guys know, the rut of 2020 was extremely hot, extremely temperate. So we figured we have about 90 minutes after first light and about 90 minutes before sunset to get it done. In that middle of the day, our movement was very, very, very low, even given the time of the year being the rut.
All right, happy Halloween, everybody. We are in the Southside 2.0. It's on the south side of this big creek, big river system that runs through this farm that Garrett and I have been hunting for the last few weeks, and we just moved it today because it looks like an absolute rut zone in here. There are huge scrapes everywhere, which it's late October, so that's not super surprising. This is the time of year when tons of scrapes are popping up. There's lots of rubs in here, and there's no doubt that this 500-yard move that we made today with this stand that we're sitting in is in a better spot. So we're moving, seeing what we can pick up on Halloween evening. But as you can tell, the wind has not died down yet, so it's about anywhere from 12 to 25 mile an hour winds. So who knows if that's going to tamper the movement down or not, but either way, it's the day before November and we're just got to be here. Got to start putting the time in. So if there's anything that kills big deer that all the people that we know have proved, it's that you just got to put the time in. So it's actually pretty quiet right now. I may just do it right now.
Are you ready? Probably 10 or 15 minutes till sunset, and the wind is substantially laid down, so there's a deer behind us in this bedding area. He's about to hear us, hopefully. There he is. See him. Can you see him still? Can you see him? Oh, shit.
So as we were set up this particular day, we had our decoy. Again, we love setting our decoy in a position where when the deer is circling in to posture up to the decoy, we can kill him, and that's the point in which he could catch our wind. So it was a south wind that day. We hung on the north side of a finger, and our wind was pushing right to our decoy. And given the nature of us filming everything and being in the same tree and talking to one another, Garrett and I were actually talking, and because I was turned his way and he was turned my way, I was asking him a question. We were talking to each other like, man, Is it time to get down yet? You think we should stay? Should we leave? Should we relocate? What's our next move for tomorrow, etc.? Because it was the very beginning of our rutcation. And as I'm looking towards him and he's looking towards me, he looks over my shoulder and he says, "Big buck, K2." K2 is a deer that showed up on our farm about 10 days prior. More so a nomadic deer. We didn't have any pictures of him in the summer or anything like that. But a big, nice, heavy mainframe 8 with a really nice kicker lobbing off his G2. And that earned him the name K2, as in kicker off the 2. So Garrett sees him. And before I can even turn around, Garrett's got the grunt tube in his mouth, bah, and he's calling to the deer. And I'm like, "Are you messing with me right now?" And I turn around, and I don't see the deer because at that point it's went into the timber about 150 yards away. He came on the same path as the buck I shot last year, which we called Teeter did, out of the same path. Except he kind of looped around to the south end of our finger that we were sitting in order to approach a decoy, where Teeter kind of came on a direct straight line. So as he's coming in, got my bow in my hand, Garrett's on him, and given the nature of the decoy setup and our shooting lanes, this deer is walking into our first shooting lane.
He's gonna come right here in this hole, I bet. And he's going that way. He's coming this way. And he can see the decoy now. He's looking right at it. He's right here. Yeah, he does. Yep, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. Here he comes. He's probably gonna be at about 20 yards. I'm gonna shoot him right here in this hole, okay? He's gonna be close. You're gonna be seeing him real quick here. Probably gonna drop it. He's fucking 30 yards. He's right here. You don't see him. Okay.
I do my best to try to stop him, and I actually try to stop him 5 times, which you guys will see on video here.
Meh. 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 He's bleeding good. I got him.
Hit him way back, though, man. Hit him way back. Hit him way back.
Got him in the liver. He's bleeding out both. Yep, I saw the blood.
Fuck. Way back.
I know. We're gonna back out here.
Tried to stop him 5 times, and finally, I'm like, well, I can't hold on to this arrow any longer. He's about to smash the decoy. I have to let it rip. So he's 20 yards away, and in the time in which I pulled the trigger to release the arrow, and he moved, I hit him back. I'm like, okay, it's obviously not a great shot. Obviously wish the deer had stopped. I don't know if I made the wrong decision in shooting at him. I just thought, all right, he's close enough. This will be all right. But the shot was back. So we back out of there. We're like, all right, we're hoping to get the liver here. The shot's good up, down. Like I said, he just, for whatever reason, didn't stop as he's approaching the decoy. Maybe he's keyed in on it. Maybe I wasn't loud enough, but you guys will be able to see that in the footage.
Well, Garrett and I just shot a buck we call K2. Came Right here, Garrett saw him over there on that hillside. We rattled. He came down the ditch, came up, and rounded this curve on us, about 20 yards. The problem was that I tried stopping him 3 times in this window. Our wind is going like this, and my last shot would have been right here before he would have essentially got downwind of the decoy, we believe, I think. My last shot, I tried stopping him. I'm sure you can hear on the video 3 times, but he just didn't stop walking, so I took the best shot I could get, which I don't know in retrospect if it was a stupid shot or not. I mean, up and down is perfect, but he just kept walking. And I thought at this distance, you know, it'll be okay. But it's back, it's way back, so we're just gonna back out of here, give him a lot of time, and then hopefully recover him sometime. It's obviously gonna be later though, so. Well, we're gonna give him 8 hours, so 8 hours minimum. Definitely a lucky decoy. I just wish he would have freaking stopped.
So we go back, regroup, we call Matt. He comes up and helps us track the deer, and we find him about 160 yards away on a straight line, away from our deer stand, and put another tag around a great buck we call K2. And right here is when I tried to make my first stop of him, because like right here is like, I know that's hard to see with a POV camera, but it's 20 yards away, you know.
And the sun's right on your platform.
Yeah, so I believe that, I mean, it's a chip shot by most archery standards, you know. So I tried to stop him once, Matt, he kept stepping. Matt tried to do it again. Matt tried to do it a 3rd time. Matt a 4th time. And by that time, he was right here. And that tree was in the way, right there. So Garrett was about to lose him. Our decoy's right here. And the shitty thing about this whole freaking ordeal is that the wind was southwest today. So he was about to catch our wind and be out of this lane for me. All right, so we're about to the point where we last saw him. So we're gonna go nice and quietly down the trail. Here's the arrow. Doesn't smell like vile matter or anything. This blood's pretty dark and pretty clean. So I'm guessing that exit hole was on the liver. We're gonna use the arrow kind of how we normally do to mark last blood and see if we can trail him up from here. He's on his side. He's right up here, 20 yards dead. He's probably, I don't know, Garrett, 160, 180 yards from the stand. You'll probably be able to tell us he's got his hunt tracker, like our track on, just in case, you know, worst came to worst and we couldn't find him, but he's dead. Let's go check him out. It's a deer we called K2 because he's got kicker off the right 2, or back left 2, sorry. He looks almost identical to the deer I shot last year, Teeter, in the fact that he's got a big gnarly flyer off his G2. He's been dead for a while. Had to have exited out the backside liver, dude. Look how heavy this freaking thing is. For those of you guys that have been watching our videos for a while, Garrett has got a couple punchlines, but my favorite punchline is, Matt,
How are we gonna get him out?
how are we gonna get him out?
What a monarch.
Right up through there.
What a frickin'
What a
monarch.
monarch.
I know you.
What a monarch. Oh man, I tell you what, this is gonna be a stinky gut job, but I am
Doesn't
so
smell any worse
relieved.
than your-
So anyway, here he is.
It's a buck we call K2. He looks a lot like the deer that I shot last year. He's just got great mass, got some great character here with this big flyer off of his back left G2. He just recently broke this brow tine off, and he's just got beautiful color. He's a heavy deer. We just recently picked this deer up on camera about 2 weeks ago. So I'd love to tell you that we got multiple years of history of him and trail camera data and stuff like that, but it was a deer that showed up on camera, and Garrett and I were like, yep, we're gonna shoot that deer if he gives us the opportunity. So couldn't be more happy to have wrapped a tag around this guy. And that's not exactly the shot that I wanted. It's not at all, but he's got a beautiful cape on him. I'm glad that we didn't have to leave him overnight, because I don't want to lose this cape, this meat and stuff like that, because my venison supply is getting pretty low. So I wish he would have stopped when I had grunted at him to stop, but it just so happens that he didn't. But I'm pretty proud to wrap a tag around this deer, and got to do it with Garrett behind the camera. So we've been doing this for a lot of years, and for all of you guys that are watching out there, I just wanted to say thank you, and we really appreciate your support. Everybody that reaches out, everybody that comments, subscribes. We love doing this, and I hope it shows in our videos. So I can't thank you enough, and thank you for tuning in to Last Breath TV. Yeah, that is insane. You guys want to see some crazy shit? Teeter, my buck I shot last year, died right there. Literally right there under that tree. That must be my lucky spot. Lucky and unlucky. Been a while since I did a good old clean and jerk. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, guys, thank you for watching our show. It really means a lot to have your support. And because you guys helped us by clicking that play button, we'd like to help you. So we're going to give away a brand new Outdoor Edge knife every single episode, all season 7 long, during the credits. So if you're interested in joining our giveaway every single episode, wait till this time in the video and drop us a comment. Here is the question. Would you rather shoot a deer with 7-inch mass measurements around the bases, or a deer with a 9-inch drop tine?